with Rose. Here we are again. Like, who's the source of these formless minions? And they go attack the Skeleton King himself. And poor Rose sustains an injury. I don't like seeing her get hurt either. So you're watching a war, Jacey. People are gonna get hurt. You don't cry when he nearly blasts Skeleton King's face off. So there's gonna be a cave-in. See the Hunts climb up and runs. And the Skeleton King makes a dramatic exit. Eris, with Aku. It's like, yeah, I still hate Hades. See, Hades' story arc is still ongoing. So Nessus is one of Hades' servants, and Aku is going to get him. And it's actually really funny in the fanfic version of this. Aku shapeshifts into Megara, and Nessus hits on him. It's hilarious. I love this bit. I actually quote the line from the fanfic because it works so perfectly. 3. And Aku goes, there should be a 4th. There it is. That was just so perfect. And now Megatron's home. How did that happen? Well, we know he was rebuilt in Mock's computer, but there's more to it than that. Starscream. I kind of ship Lugnut and Megatron because Lugnut's so obsessed with him. And Baxter Stockman's going to lose more body parts. Okay, here, this faction just keeps getting better. Salute, we all know I respect him. Oh, by the way, I ship that. I ship Mozenrath and the Huntsman. I have lots of Mozenrath ships. That's like in my top 10. It's kind of sweet that Maleficent uses her first wish to unpetrify Diablo. Shows Jafar is more powerful and the witches of Morva. Maleficent's glad to have him. Demona and Destro are forming sneaky plans. Malice brings Darkheart into the fold, and Rupert's like, this kid? And Darkheart's like, I'm not just any kid. And Rupert's like, I am impressed. And then Skeletor's making plans. He wants to conquer an empire. He gathers all his minions.
I too shall fight in my way, by conquering villages and cities throughout the land. Behold!
Agrabah and Atlantica, those are the 2 he wants.
What a surprise.
And here we have another cross-Disney non-alliance. Queen Law and the Skeleton King. This is actually a canon couple. She wasn't dead, despite the lightning, the rock, and the fall! And that was a big stinger. None of us were expecting that. Like, oh my gosh, Grimhilda's alive! Okay, so I'm going to keep going a little bit on the Shanyu Yzma faction. Again, it's building up to be my ultimate favorite. Because, like, they have Yzma. You know how I feel about Yzma. They have Mozenrath. You know how I feel about him. You know how I feel about Rose. She's in it now, too. And about, and you know, I respect Saluk and Shanyu. And actually, what I forgot to point out when Mozenrath first showed up is that you probably saw that those are the first 2 of the Sorcerer Society. Which, like I said, was a fan favorite. So immediately we knew they had to rebuild. And they are. They're completely rebuilding the Sorcerer Society. And they're actually going to get one more sub-member of that faction outside of the Sorcerer Society that just makes my day. And we have some joke names for the faction. Like, I've been convinced for the longest time that Mozenrath has Asperger's. It's like my headcanon. I could give you the list of reasons, but it's long and boring. So somehow we ended up actually diagnosing all of them with Asperger's. It's the Asperger's faction. There's also this fun thing we do is, there's a love triangle. Kronk has a crush on Rose, which isn't pedo because we're going with the idea of Emperor's New School where he's like 16-ish. Because after all, when Kuzco asked what's his age, Yzma was not sure. And Rose, however, will not go for Kronk because she's hypnotized by Mozenrath, who wouldn't be. And my personal headcanon is that Mozenrath ignores her because he actually wants the Huntsman. Because our big meme is Mozenrath is bisexual because he believes he deserves both. And he does. Okay, should be all I have to say on that subject. Let's move on.